Good morning. Today is 12th of January 2024. The Supreme Court of Nigeria to deliver verdict on Kano, Plateau, Lagos, 4 other elections. The atmosphere in some parts of the country is tensed and expectant as the Supreme Court prepares to deliver judgment today in the governorship election in Kano, Plateau, Lagos, Cross River, Ebonyi, Zamfara, and Bauchi states. Security was beefed up across Kano metropolis given its volatile nature. But the Apex Court on Thursday reserved ruling in the governorship election in Ogun State. Also on Thursday, that is yesterday, the Supreme Court upheld the election of Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Omo Eno as the validly elected governor of the state. The political atmosphere was pervaded by a sense of anxiety on Thursday as the Apex Court readied to deliver its verdict in the governorship appeals from Kano, Plateau, Zamfara, Bauchi, Lagos, Ebonyi, and Cross River states. While the appeals from Kano, Zamfara, Bauchi, and Lagos were heard and reserved last December, that of Plateau was heard on Thursday, and the appeal from Ebonyi was heard on Wednesday. Cross River was among the 3 heard on Thursday and subsequently fixed for judgment on Friday. The nervousness seems to be more intense, with fear of snowballing into violent protests in Kano and Plateau states, where the incumbent governors had been ordered to vacate office by the lower courts. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) had declared Abba Yusuf of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) winner of the March 18, 2023 governorship election in Kano State, saying he won the majority of the lawful votes cast at the election. But the Kano State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, in a judgment in September last year, voided Yusuf's election after deducting over 160,000 votes belonging to NNPP on the grounds that the ballot papers used for the poll were not signed and stamped by the officials of the electoral umpire. The deduction then gave Nasiru Gawuna of the All Progressive Congress (APC) the lead, and he was subsequently declared the duly elected governor of Kano State. Beside affirming the judgment of the tribunal, the appellate court went ahead to void Yusuf's participation in the March 18 governorship election and said he was unlawfully nominated and sponsored for the election. But Yusuf and NNPP, in their appeal, urged the Apex Court to set aside the 2 lower courts' decision because the tribunal erred in law when it deducted his over 160,000 votes on account of ballot paper not being signed and stamped by INEC officials. The appellants further faulted the judgment of the appellate court and argued that the issues of nomination and sponsoring was a pre-election matter which the appellate court lacked the jurisdiction to entertain. They therefore urged the Supreme Court to nullify and set aside the concurrent judgments of the 2 lower courts and affirm his election as the duly elected governor of Kano State. There was also palpable tension in Plateau State, where the winner of the governorship election was sacked by the appellate court over an unlawful nomination. INEC had on March 20, 2023 declared Caleb Mofwang of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) winner of Plateau State governorship election, saying he scored 525,299 votes against the 481,380 votes of the All Progressive Congress and its candidate, Nentawe Goshu. But in its judgment last September, the 3-member panel of the Plateau Tribunal affirmed Mofwang's election and dismissed the Goshu's petition for being incompetent and lacking merit. Not satisfied, the petitioners proceed to the appellate court, where the 3-man panel voided the judgment of the tribunal and ordered the sack of Mofwang as the governor on the ground of illegal nomination. The appellate court agreed with the appellants that the primary election that produced Mofwang as the candidate of PDP was illegal and constituted in violation of the court order. The Court of Appeal subsequently ordered INEC to issue a fresh certificate of return to Goshu after withdrawing its earlier one issued to Mofwang. Dissatisfied, Mofwang approached the Apex Court to set aside the judgment of the appellate court on the ground that the issue of qualification was a pre-election matter. He also said his party did not at any time violate the order of the court with respect to the organizing fresh Congress. The Supreme Court, during the hearing on Tuesday, raised the issue of jurisdiction and pointed out that the order of the High Court was made outside jurisdiction on cause could not interfere with the internal matters of the political parties. Other matters slated for judgments include the PDP Abdulaziz, popularly known as the Jandor, and the Gbedebo Rhodes, rival of Labour Party in Lagos State. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the APC had pulled 762,000 votes to defeat his closest challenger, Rhodes Vivo, who scored 312,000 votes, with Jandor coming a distant third with 62,000 votes. The Apex Court has adjourned for judgment in the appeal filed by the Professor Sunday Ono and his party, PDP, against the election of the Basi Otu as governor of Cross River State, shortly after lawyers adopted and argued their cases for and against the appeals. The appellants were challenging the concurrent judgment of the Cross River State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal and the Court of Appeal on the grounds that the judgment were preserved and should be upturned by the Apex Court. Their lawyer, Dr. Joshua Musa, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, told the Apex Court that the two lower courts erred in law in holding that Otti was a lawful candidate of the APC, even though he had defected from PDP and refused to vacate his seat at the State Assembly in line with the judgment of the Federal High Court. Musa argued that the refusal to vacate office was an act of disobedience to the court. He added that the implication was that he remained a member of PDP and could not have been validly sponsored by the APC. In their response, INEC and Otti, represented by Professor Michael Zekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, urged the court to dismiss the appeal for being incompetent and lacking merit. Zekome pointed out that the case of the appellants was a complete waste of the Apex Court's time because the issue had already been decided by both the Tribunal and Court of Appeal, adding that the issue, which bordered on qualification, was a prudential matter well outside the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The appeal court in Lagos had on November 22, 2023 affirmed the election of Otti as the governor of Cross River State. The appellate court in the unanimous judgment dismissed the appeal court of Honor and PDP upheld the judgment of the Election Petition Tribunal delivered on September 26 last year, which upheld the election of Otti of APC and his deputy Peter Ode.